Well, hello boys and girls. Welcome back to Billy's Blades and Tools. Got a couple updates I'm going to have for you on some previous videos. Well, about 2 weeks ago I did a video about a tool that I found out in the road, and it was a linesman tool that somebody from the electric company had dropped. And when I went back a couple days later to try to find them on the road there near where I found it, they were apparently done with their project, so wasn't able to give it back to them. So I just kept watching, and eventually a crew showed up a couple of blocks down the road from where I found the tool, and so I hurried up and drove over there because I was out on the road when I saw them. I had to come back home and grab the tool, but I drove down there and got out and talked to a couple of the guys, and there happened to be a guy there from the electric company. I think the other crew was a contractor of some sort, but I talked to the guy from AEP, told him what I had and what I found. I said I just wanted to give it back to somebody. I'm sure there's a crew member out there missing a tool, so he thanked me for that and appreciated that I gave it back to him. It didn't belong to me, so I figured I better try to find somebody that could use it. So he was most appreciative of that. So I got that returned. But wanted to update you on this knife that I just did a video on just prior to this one, and I didn't have a lot of information on it. I did find in my sheath stash this is the original sheath, based on a lot of pictures that I found out there on the internet of this knife and similar knives. I'm real sure this is the original sheath for this knife. But as you can see, it was from Solingen, Germany, and has this little fist holding 3 arrows. And I had done a little bit of research on it before and didn't really find much. But there's another search product out there that it's called ChatGPT, and I think it's an AI system, and I've used it on a few things. You can type in a question and it'll do some research and pull up some info. So I typed in a question regarding the fist with 3 arrows, with a fixed blade, and from Solingen, Germany, and I got some information about it. A lot more than I did when I searched it myself. But the info I got this was from Voos, that's VOOS, Schleiper, from Solingen, Germany, and it was associated with a Carl Schleiper. From what I can tell, it was produced from 1954 to 1966 is when those knives were put out, and other variations of the knife with that fist holding the arrows logo. They were imported by a company called Precise International Corporation, and that's about all I know about it. There's a lot of other info out there about this Carl Schleiper and all the different knives and companies that were out there making knives with his name. So, but that's about all I've got on that knife. Again, this wasn't true stag or bone. I found it was plastic, and I've seen a lot of these advertised for sale out there, and it says stag or bone, and maybe those are, but this particular one had me fooled in the beginning. So I'm not so sure the ones that are advertised are actually bone or stag. So, but I made this one to kind of look looked better. When I first got it, it was just pretty much all white with just very slight brown down in the channels here, whatever you call that. And but it turned out pretty good. I may eventually do a stagger bone handle, but for right now, just going to keep it like this. Keep it in the sheath. The sheath I had cleaned up on a prior video and waxed it all up because it was pretty dry and dirty. But now they're back together, and we'll just keep it this way. Keep it in my stash of fixed blades. I've got a few others that need some repair, but all in all, I think it turned out pretty good. So that's the update on a couple of things, and I hope everybody's doing well. Everybody be good. Take care, and we'll talk to you on the next video.